So these two posts are going to follow the same strategy that I'm about to cover. So I've actually posted them a day ago within 2 hours of each other. And between these two posts generated 250,000 views. So we're going to get into this strategy. Gonna write a quick quote unquote viral post in the style that I posted, but kind of break down my thought process and everything. So, for the first line, you kind of wanted to always catch the person's attention. So you don't want it to be boring. You want to say something based on kind of like a real life experience or something that's happened in your company or with some of your employees or whatever. So something happened to us this week that I'm going to write about, and it was pretty interesting. So I'm going to position it into a post. So to make the first line dramatic, I'll put okay. And there's a reason we did this. But that's the first line. So positioned it, and kind of I'll get into the story, but you have to remember that the first 3 lines are what somebody sees in the preview, especially if they're on mobile. So you want to make the first 3 lines as dramatic as possible. We turn down, da-da-da. So that's what they will see, right? This is what they're going to see. I'll put this in red because I'm a color person. So that's the preview of what your reader is going to see. So you need to catch their attention, hook them into the story, and always have, kind of this kind of frame. So I do smaller sentences because a lot of people are on mobile and it increases the readability. So now I'm going to get into like the story and why I'm even mentioning this in the first place. Okay. So, we looked this guy up. He had been involved in a bunch of legal issues in the state that he was living. I mean, pages and pages of negative press. So, okay. So my whole point for this post is like, as you're growing, you have to be vigilant in doing your research on who you're working with. So, basically not all money is good money. So now that I'm kind of breaking down the story, I'm going to get into the end. We got together as a team and got together as a team. Your reputation your reputation is not only the work you do, take money from. Okay, and then I'll end with not all money is good money, agree. And then, so this is kind of like the last three. And then we'll put this as like, the green is like you want to leave them with like a value. You know, this is the lesson that you're leaving your reader with. And your reader should know, you know, like as they're building their business, their brand, their reputation is not only, you know, the work that they do, it's who they choose to work with, you know what I mean? And who they choose to take money from. So, and then this would be like the middle, which I'm going to kind of tweak a little bit, but you guys kind of see what I'm talking about. And this is how I write my posts. This is the format that I use, and it's what works for me. So we turned down a $100,000 deal. He wanted us to market for 9 healthcare clinics. There was one problem. When we researched his name, we didn't like what we found. Pages and pages of negative press on Google. Hundreds of thousands stolen from the government in his previous position. Very questionable. No, I'm just going to put very questionable long-term, very questionable integrity. We got together as a team and decided we would not take the deal. Your reputation, not only the work you do, it's who you choose to work with and take money from. Not all money is good money. Okay? So that's how you kind of structure posts. And then the spacing helps them read, especially on mobile, rather than it being all clumped together. So this is storytelling. This post shows our values and shows that we make decisions as a team. And it shows that we are, you know, we've gotten to the point that we can choose who we work with. And it's just an extension of who we are.